Thank you for your attendance today. You will shortly be taken to the deliberation room, where you will decide if the defendant is guilty or not guilty of the charges. The witness may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honour. Now, dear witness, can you describe to us what you saw?
I was in the corridor of the classrooms, and I heard a kerfuffle come from Miss Martha's room, and saw some very inappropriate behaviour between her and another staff member.
Did this make you feel scared?
Yeah, it's very scary. The behaviour is not acceptable, especially in a classroom.
Hear that? Scared. Scared. Scared!
Will, it's just a game.
Scared. Where were you when this happened?
Well, I didn't want to be seen snooping, so I looked through the keyhole of her room.
Objection. I don't have a keyhole in my door. She's lying.
Objection.
Order,
Objection.
order.
You're a big fat liar.
Bronya, be quiet. Proceed.
So I looked through the keyhole and saw Miss Martha kissing another member of staff.
Thank you, dear witness.
Bronya, I've not told you to go yet. Sit down.
Oh my God.
Well, I've not told you to sit down.
Why does she always get to be the judge?
Because I'm judge it, okay? The defendant may take the stand.
Martha, yes. Now, Martha, you're found in your classroom in possession of a very inappropriate play, Romeo and Juliet. Ugh! You know where that older man tries to groom the young lesbian girl? Yeah, that's the one. Very inappropriate. Were you trying to coerce your students?
No, I wasn't. I was cleaning the shelves off, right? Yeah, because the teacher before me had just left the classroom. I was cleaning the shelves, found it, I was going to get rid of it. I left it on my desk and it was going in a bin.
Convenient.
So, you were following HB 1557, parental rights in education.
Yes, I was following parental rights and education.
Thank you. And now, I just can't move on from what the witness said. You made them feel scared with your disgusting, degenerate, deviant behaviour. Oh, I can't even look at you right now. Like, you just look so disgusting.
That's just rude.
That was true.
Fine, get on with it.
Like, have you not even heard of Leviticus 18:22?
You haven't heard that yet.
Yes, you have. It's if a man lies with a woman as he was another man, then it's an abomination. Stones.
You're all lying. You're witness. There's no even any evidence against me.
Well, have you got any witnesses, Bronya?
Grace saw. Grace will tell you.
Hang on, Grace isn't playing our game.
Scarlett! Yeah, but
Nothing.
your witness hasn't got any proof.
Stop ruining the game. Just play along. Has the defendant got any closing statements?
Yeah, your witness hasn't got any evidence against me.
That doesn't matter. It's about what you've got to say, so just say it.
Fine. Even if this was true, which it is not, why should it matter if I love another person? What's it to any of you?
Because it's wrong. Disgusting. You're disgusting, so it's wrong.
Stop being mean, and I'm going to tell Debbie.
Oh, stop crying, Bronya. As the jury today, you will decide whether Martha is guilty or not guilty of having heterosexual relations accused by Karen. Thank you.
I'm going back to
Done.
class.
Oh, you're such a
Yeah,
crybaby.
we're done.
You
chose
it's
the
just a
game.
We
game.
finished Romeo and Juliet.
I don't know. Debbie's like,
So the play that we've chosen to reinterpret is The Children's Hour by Lillian Hellman. The play was originally considered modernist. It follows a lot of modernist techniques, for for example, focuses on the individual, but in this case it focuses on one single narrative. It explores themes such as alienation, the breakdown of communication. You can see this in Mary's accusations against the teachers, but it also critiques societal norms, which you can see throughout the exploration of homosexuality within the play. However, we aimed to create a postmodern interpretation. So in the timeline of theatre, we place postmodernism in between modernism and metamodernism, because metamodernism is considered to be a kind of a combination of postmodernism and modernism to create a sense of possibility by combining all the elements together. However, we've defined postmodernism, which is our interpretation, as a rejection of traditional narrative structures. The idea of having one single authoritative meaning is rejected as well. Embraces fragmentation and non-linearity, breaking the fourth wall and inviting audience interaction. So we've incorporated some postmodern techniques to embody our message of the damage that can be caused by spreading rumours and lies, especially when targeting a certain section within society. And we aim to leave the audience questioning, why does it matter who another person loves? So I'll pass it to Scarlett, who's going to tell us one of our points.
So one of the techniques that we chosen was deconstruction, because it's like a very postmodern technique. We chose to use this when looking at the original play, breaking down the scene where Martha's being accused of like having feelings for Karen, and we took some of the lines from the play and used them like within the court scene. Another way we used deconstruction was to, in the performance when we played out the court case, and we did it like in a non-linear way, so it was all like fragmented, so that you didn't actually find out what Martha was being accused of until the end instead of the beginning. Another technique we used was contradiction throughout the performance. Obviously the main contradiction was the heterosexual relationship instead of the homosexual relationship, and this was to just kind of show like the absurdity of the lies that are used throughout the original play. And another thing we did was we broke character, which contradicted obviously the performance when we were using each other's names, because obviously a courtroom's like a very formal setting. And another thing we chose to do was just wear like casual clothes again, because it's very informal and it contradicts like the formality of the courtroom. So I'm going to pass over to Will for the next point.
The postmodern technique we used was intertextuality, which is where one takes quotes or alludes to another text within our own piece. And the reason that this is a postmodern technique is because it creates a sort of relationship between like this older text and perhaps any text that came before it and came after, and like not solely using what we were creating, but rather allowing other texts to sort of inform what kind of message that we were delivering. One moment where we did this is where I quoted the Bible, Leviticus 18:22. It was slightly altered to fit our concepts, but the quote being, if a man lies with a man as he would a woman, then it's considered an abomination. And sort of reason that we used this and we altered it is we wanted to sort of show how ridiculous it was that we let just a simple quote like this dictate how generations upon generations spread lies about and used like just this one simple line as a justification for an oppression of the entire group of society. And like, you know, we aimed to once again like have this sort of bring questions to the audience, be like, you know, why are we letting this one line dictate how we treat an entire other group and what we say about this entire other group. And I'm going to pass you over to Ash for the conclusion.
So in the text, the consequences of homophobia and gossip are heavily commented on, and these social issues are well illuminated through the text on multiple occasions, such as the children being taken out of school by their parents who have this inherent prejudice against homosexuals, or simply from the fact that Martha's and Cara's lives are ruined by these allegations. In our performance, we use multitudes of postmodern techniques, but specifically deconstruction allows us to show a non-linear narrative which obstructs the clear message of our scenes, creating questions of like reliability in the characters, highlighting one of the main themes in the original text, which is misinformation and gossip and how lies can easily spread and affect people's lives. Among others, we also use intertextuality for a postmodern technique. This technique allows us to ask the question of what if it was the other way around, highlighting the idiocy behind homophobia by flipping the norm and placing heterosexuals under the, let's say, hot lamp, to show how inconceivable it seems to just prejudice against someone for simply being in love with someone else. By using these techniques to help highlight these societal issues, we show how easily one small lie and others' hatred for difference can have very negative effects on people's lives. And by using these techniques in our performance, we simplify the premise of the text and just place it very plainly in front of you for you to question.